So I've got my extruder filled again, so I'm going to go ahead and make myself a long cord, and I'm going to make the top part of my brass bed frame that's going to have a little bit of a curly Q. So because I'm making the bed frame 8 inches across and I want a curly Q at the top, I'm going to go ahead and make this rope 10 inches so I can have 2 5-inch pieces. So I've got my measurements right here on the board, so I can measure it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I'm going to go 6, just so I have a little bit extra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at that, almost exact. Okay. So I'm going to take these two and I'm going to roll the ends. 2 nice little points, like this, on both of them. Got a little piece of black in there. Let's see if I can get that out. Probably wouldn't see that because we're going to be painting it, but still, get that out of there. All right, so I've got those. Now again, I'm going to use my measurements and I'm going to make a little curly Q that is 4 inches, like this. And this is going to be the top of my bed. So I can use my measurements to see exactly where I'm placing this. I can use the measurements on the board so I can see that I've got it curled in a 1-inch square, and then it comes back and is divided in half and comes around there. So now I can do the same thing on the other side, and using my squares, and I want to go make it 8 inches because that's how long my bed is. So that's my 8 inches, and because I have the lines on the board, I can make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 that we are in the right spot. So that's going to be, let me turn that around so you can see that, that's going to be the top of my bed frame. So I'm going to take my bottom piece, and that's 8 inches, like this. And now here are my side pieces, which are going to go on either side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some water now so I can attach all these. All right, so I'm back. Now I did get water, but I also had some royal on hand that was ready to go, and so I think actually I might attach these with royal just because it's going to set up a little bit better. So I want to start with my first piece right here, and because, like I said, the bed is 8 inches, I'm going to put my side pieces, lining them up exactly where I want them, and I wanted it 4 inches tall, so I'm putting the bottoms at the right spot. I can always cut the tops off, so I'm not too worried about that. And I'm going to put a little drop of royal right here so that those attach, and a little drop of royal right here so that those attach. And then I need to attach these in the center, so I'll put a little drop of royal right there. And this is why you want to do this about a week ahead of time, because you want to give this structure plenty of time to harden. You don't want it to bend or break when you are actually going to place it on the bed. So I'm going to put this one across the bottom like this. And again, I'm using my rules to make sure I'm all lined up exactly where I want to be. And using my royal here. Now, people are probably not going to eat this because it's gum paste, so if you don't really have a full week, you're on a little bit of a deadline, you can always put some wiring in here, some support. So I would take some wire. This is probably 3 gauge, but don't quote me on that because I can't be sure because I threw the label away. Anyways, so I've cut a piece of wire and I've straightened it as much as I can, and I'm going to kind of embed it in here again, doing the same thing that I did before. I'm just going to kind of embed it in there and I'm actually going to separate it from the piece because I need to do that before I attach it. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to embed it in the in the gum paste, and wrap it around so that you can't see the wire. And this is going to give you a little more structure. So I've got my wire all the way embedded all the way around like this, you can see. So it's kind of all in there like that. So you don't see any wire. I'm going to roll it again to get it even. So now I've got a piece of wire in here, and now I can take my bottom piece and my little bit of royal and put this back where it's supposed to be and attach this. And this is going to give it now a little more structure, like that. Okay, so now I've got a piece of wire going across the bottom as well as the dowels on the sides.